Hey developers, welcome to another video, and it might be the seventh video of this quick tutorial series of HTML5 and CSS3. So far we have done some tasks with HTML5 and we have learned about the tables, lists, forms in HTML5 and about the semantic and non-semantic elements in HTML, about how to link different pages in a folder, in a project, or in a website, and how to insert images in our website. In this video and onward, we are going to talk about the CSS and what CSS is, how to use the CSS. And you might have seen other websites. They are very interactive, they are very interesting and good looking. They are well organized and having different colors and shapes inside them, and images are well organized, and everything you see there are well settled. So when we see to the our website that we have created so far in this tutorial series, it is very basic, and we just have a very simple formation of a bit larger text and normal text and a list and a table, or we can add form as well to that. So the question rises that how to build a more beautiful and a more interactive website, how to do that, how to add the colors, how to add the background images, how to add borders, etc. That all comes into the CSS part of web designing. So by that said, we have the CSS stands for cascading style sheet, which is we can use in three different ways. The first one is the inline CSS, which is not recommended, but when you need it you can use it according to its effectiveness. It is having the highest priority. Then we have the internal CSS, which is having mid priority between these three types. And the last one is external CSS, which is highly recommended and is used as a standard CSS type in today's world. So what actually inline CSS is and how can we start, I will show you in this video. So CSS is having a small syntax. We have to remember that the syntax is as that we have first to use the CSS property, then write a column, then give it a value, and then put a semicolon to to separate different properties or different styles from each other. We have to put the semicolon at the end of each value. So how to use the inline CSS? Let's consider a scenario that we want to style our title and our paragraph here. So we'll go to the h4, which is the title of the section here, and write an attribute which is style attribute. Inside that we can write the CSS property and the CSS value for the property. For example, if we want a larger font size, then we can say font dash size colon, which according to syntax, and a value for that, for example 40 pixel, and the semicolon. Okay, to end this statement, let's save it and check it in the browser. Yeah, we got 40 pixel of font size for our title. The same way, if we want to change the color of the paragraph below our title, we will come to the p tag, open the style attribute. Inside that, write the CSS property. For example, for the color we have the color property, and we can give it a value whatever you want. For example, let's change it to gray. Let's save it and see, we got the gray color here. You can use multiple, for example, multiple properties of CSS. For example, along with the changing the color of the paragraph, let's say change the font size as well for this one. So font size of 23 pixel. Let's save it and see. Yeah, we got 23 pixel font size for this one. So we could use 2, 3 or multiple properties and values inside the style attribute. As I said, inline CSS is not recommended. Use it whenever you need it really, otherwise don't try to use this one. That is because when we open the attribute style attribute, for each tag at the end we will come up with a huge file size, and our CSS will be huge, our code will be huge, so it will take lots of storage of our hosting plan. So and this is not recommended, that's why. With other methods that we have internal css or external css, we can reuse our course. For example, if I want the gray color for other paragraphs, I have to go to the other paragraph and open the style attribute again, enter the same code, let's say color gray, and we get the gray color. Okay, so this was about the css and the inline css, and the next video we'll talk about the internal css. So thank you very much.